Nelly's Hot in Here music video was released in 2002, but people are still talking about it in 2024. Those who were grown and going to the club in the early 2000s say the music video shows how different the nightlife scene is compared to today. It was an era of no phones, no sections, no $75 just to park, $100 to walk through the door. And it was just dancing. Tonight we ask, is a so-called big night out gone bye-bye? Joining us to talk about it, Factor DJ Superstar, media personality KG Smooth, and Gen Zer Isaiah Chance. So, Superstar, you remember the days of Studio 54, right?
Not Studio.
Dang.
Dang. You're trying to.
Came out slugging.
I went too far.
Oh, that's too far. I just remember Shadow Bar, the Roxy, things like
And the
that.
Roxy's made a comeback on the Dr. Cool draft.
Yeah.
But back then, what was it like?
Man, it was a vibe, and no phones, and no like people like on the couches like stunting and just want to be on social media popping bottles, like see who can pop the most bottles on these couches. Like people were having an actual good time.
Exactly.
You know, all kind of stuff. Like, I mean, thank God there was no phones.
You talk like you had Freaknik. KG Smooth, how was it back then?
Oh, man, it was fun. It was fun. It was not a section flex. I was talking to some 20 and 21-year-olds. I was like, you know, kids, back in the 1900s and the early 2000s, there was this thing called a dance floor, and people actually got on there and danced with each other and had a good time. I mean, so now, you know, the way the club culture is, it's just asinine to me. It's like we're together, but we're separated because everybody's isolated and they're in their particular sections and very territorial of these sections. And just, you know, like Superstar said, flicking it up at them on their Instagram story of them doing absolutely nothing. The only people that dance now is the bottle girls with their windshield wiper dance.
And the DJ. Somebody posted the other day, like, this is the era of the dance floor looking at the DJ dance.
right. And that's about
real.
it.
That's
So,
about it.
Isaiah, you laugh when they say the bottle girls. That's all you see now, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, nowadays, I mean, Houston nightlife, I mean, it's great. And nowadays, you just, I mean, it's just phones, sections, bottles, twerking. I mean, that's probably the only dancing you're going to get. It's just some twerking. And then the hookahs. Like, I mean, it's not
I'm
much.
so damn tired of hookahs.
Oh, and I
If
mean,
I see one more
Smoking
hookah,
coal.
I saw a club advertise and we don't have hookahs. And we actually
have
dance
hookahs.
here. Oh, that's off the record.
I love that.
Oh, off the record,
Yeah.
yes,
They say
but
we
yeah,
don't
that's
have
a vibe.
hookahs and we actually dance here.
dance
Which
here.
they do.
And which is a vibe. And you know what? Since COVID, we were just having this conversation. I think since COVID, the whole music culture kind of changed to where, like, at some spots, you can go in Houston and they do dance. Like, you know, your R&B nights and your different, like I know at Proper and different places, they have different vibes and people, you know, dancing. So it might be coming back a little bit, you know, but.
You got to find the hole in the wall.
You got to find it. I don't know about the hole. Well, the hole in the walls,
The
yeah.
hole in the walls will last forever. And they will continue to dance. They don't
I
give
will
up.
say this: they are dancing and partying up at the after hours. So if you know, if you out in them streets during those demon time hours, you know, i.e., you know,
Nothing good at the
3 a.m. to about 7 a.m. They get it in.
But let's bring Isaiah back into this conversation. So what is it like out there now? I mean, do you consider that fun or do you even partake?
I don't partake as much. And I think, you know, me getting older, being out there, I mean, you get used to
getting older.
Pushing 25.
But naturally, I'm gonna say this. Naturally, I'm an old, so I like to go out, have a good time, you know, socialize with people now that I'm older. But I mean, now, I mean, it's still there. Just the culture's still there. You can find, as it might be hard to believe, some places where people like to dance. I think it's about, you know, if you the DJ and how they control the room at times. You know, depending on what type of party it is. Because, you know, I mean, most of the time you go out, you just see sections and people liking to post and do that. But I think at the same time, there's still room for, you know, a good night out where people are dancing and they're socializing and things like that. So, I mean, you just got to find the right places, but I think it's still prevalent. So,
do you ever find yourself superstar, like banging your head against the wall because the people won't dance?
Yes,
and you're giving them the best set you have?
Yes, and you know, on a whole nother vibe, like, you know, somebody posted the other day, somebody on Twitter, I mean on TikTok was posting like, DJs, we don't want to hear this same set. And you know, it's crazy, like when you go to some spots and you do hear certain songs and the people can know what the DJs are going to play. So as a DJ, you do want to keep your music selection fresh. However, I mean, it's been several instances. I mean, I could be doing an event and these people have given me the playlist and I'm playing the songs and they're still like, Or some people might think that they know the songs, come and give the request, and that's not what the people want to hear. But sometimes, literally, I just kind of zone out and...
Let me collect this check.
Yeah, that part.
What's up really quick, KG?
Yeah, I think the most fascinating thing about this article is that how it was saying how Gen Zers are the most sober generation of them all. Like from 18 to 24, they're not drinking like previous generations. I thought that was pretty fascinating.
I just laughed at that.
That was so crazy when I read that. Right. It's a part two.
But what they were saying that they were going more toward the hookah and you know, cannabis and that type of deal instead of alcohol.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens in the future, especially right here.
We'll see you on the dance floor.
And no more damn hookahs. Still ahead tonight.